How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. It's been a while, and as you can see, got another big unboxing for you guys, and yeah, got some great stuff. This is a whole lot of games that I, was able to acquire. Got a bunch of, traditional unboxings, and yeah, got some great stuff all around. So be sure to stay till the end to, see it all through. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. But without further ado, let's check it all out, guys. Alright, let's get into it. So like I said, we're going to start with the box. So of the pickups, this was the last one. It was a lot on Facebook Marketplace. Lady was selling basically like an entire original Xbox collection. Shot her a message. It was one of those where they say like, private message me for price, which usually is a red flag. I usually avoid those because, with that you already expect like eBay prices, that sort of thing. But I gave it a shot, and this was one of those rare instances where it was pretty good, pretty well priced, I would say. Words. So I spent $140 in total, including shipping. 12 games, so that comes out to about $12 each. Of course, that would be like it would have to be 144, right? 12 times 12. So it's slightly under $12, but we'll round it up each game, and it got some great stuff in here. So like I said, 12 games in total, and let's check them all out. And the awesome thing, shout out to the seller. I asked if, can you tell me which ones have manuals, if any? Surprisingly, 11 out of the 12 have the manuals. Only one game doesn't. Of course, I'll point it out. First game we have here, boom, Grabbed by the Ghoulies. The first rare game, made under the Microsoft banner. It's an exclusive, so I have Rare Replay on Xbox One, which obviously this game is included, but I finally have the physical. Underrated game, not enough love, and yeah. I'm gonna go through these quicker because obviously I have to unbox the rest. Batman Rise of Shinzu, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Two-player, brawler type of thing. I mean, what can you say? Batman usually never misses with his games. Pretty good stuff. Galleon, man. This game's funny because essentially it was made by a lot of the people behind like Tomb Raider, and this was meant to be like their next big thing, if you will. Obviously it never really caught on, but it's an underrated Xbox exclusive. I mean, hey, another cool adventure game to add to the collection. We got Metal Dungeon, which Zycat, we're gonna see more of them. They were known for pretty much, best I can say is any traditional Japanese anime-ish game, they were usually the ones that bring it to Xbox, and as we're going to get into later with the other unboxings, we're going to see them again. Jaeger, underrated aerial combat game. I mean, yeah, not much to say. I do believe this is console exclusive. And yeah, it's an underrated game, pretty cheap. You could usually get this one for under 15, shipped. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Oh, this one I was excited for. Fighting game fans out there, Guilty Gear X2 Reload complete. I mean, hey, great fighting game. Never played Guilty Gear before, but the series, I've always been interested in the series. I mean, it's crazy 2D action, so hey, gonna give it a shot. And, oh, here. Just Dr. Muto. It's a platformer. Think of Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, It came out on all consoles. I heard it's a pretty alright, and yeah, glad to have it. Gonna check it out. Oh, this game. So, I already own this digitally. I know it's all about Game Pass now, but Xbox Live Gold, they still give free games each month. I got this a couple months ago, and that is Breakdown. Yes, it is faded, but I was aware of that, when I bought it complete. And yeah, Xbox exclusive. And this is honestly a hidden gem. You'll see a lot of people say that this is honestly like one of the craziest sci-fi stories like ever in a video game. Very excited to have that physically. And here we got Wrath Unleashed. I don't know much about it other than it's like some type of turn-based. It's 4-player. I tend to favor multiplayer games. LucasArts, so hey, give it a shot, right? And then, boom, we got Dead Man's Hand, first-person shooter set in the Old West. You know, if it's a FPS, I'm in. Complete. Yeah. Great stuff, great stuff. Oh, boom, this is the one that I was very interested in. Painkiller, Hell Wars, complete, of course. And essentially, so this is a console exclusive, came out on PC as well. But it's like a crazy first-person shooter that involves like hell, heaven, you know, and this crazy stuff. Back in the day, it had multiplayer, which obviously is gone now. But yeah, I've heard very great things about this game, like the locales and everything that you go to is very diverse and like very underrated game. Excited to have it, and yeah, for all those people, Xbox has no games. You're wrong. That was really only the Xbox One generation. And finally, the one game that wasn't complete, iNinja, Namco goodness, you know, fun game. This one, I've been very unlucky that every time I see it at a local game store, what have you, you know, it's never complete. It's always missing the manual. I guess I'm forever cursed with that. And yeah, decided to pick it up, you know, part of the bundle. And as I said, guys, it was $140 for 12. So you do the math, it comes out to about $12 a game. And most of these, funny enough, that's about what you'd pay, like eBay. Well, honestly, you'd pay a little more. I mean, the only one that I'd say, probably Wrath is a little cheaper, honestly. But all the others are like easily $15 to $20 games. And yeah, guys, that's how you do it, you know. As we'll see with these unboxings, yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta splurge and all that. But that's how you build a collection. Always look for deals, and look at that. 12 games just like that. Now, moving along. So yeah, these were just games I picked up, you know, over the course of the past, I don't know, like 3 weeks, I want to say, closer to a month. And yeah, just, you know, being on eBay, like always, and just picking up games. And this one here got Aquaman. So, I was aware that it is a 360 case, and that's a little tip I can give you. Be careful for people that, you know, try to sell you games. And this one was cheap. I got it shipped and everything under $10, like $9. But, just so you know, a 360 case is that translucent, kind of clearish, where an original Xbox is, you know, it's more solid. And yeah, just be on the lookout for that, you know. That's a Xbox specific thing. Just be on it. Watch out for the cases. But yeah, Aquaman. I heard this game is decent, but you know, hey, it's a DC character. I like DC, you know. I mean, admittedly, their movies aren't the best, but hey, I'm a fan of the characters. So this next game here, let me see if I could get a peek. Oh, boom. So, Burnout 2, the developer's cut. Of course, being the Xbox version, it comes with a lot more. This is the definitive edition, if you will. It did come out on the PS2, but again, the Xbox C exclusive, high octane crashes, custom skins, and then of course, that doesn't matter anymore. Online's gone. So I already own this game, complete too, but the thing was, my regular copy, it was cracked right here, so I was like, damn. But the original, it was in a huge bundle. This lady was selling, she was selling like a lot of DVDs and stuff, and I offered to buy a couple, and she was just like, I've had this up for like a month, no one's interested, you can just have it all. And she gave me the whole thing. Crazy. She was asking for like 100 originally, but just gave it all to me. She just wanted to get rid of it. I still have some, and yeah, that's how you fund a collection, guys. Obviously, I sold a lot of that stuff off. It was just like DVDs and stuff. couple games, but, you know, systems I don't own, and yeah. Then moving along, a game I've been wanting to get for a while. Finally got it at a good price. Destroy All Humans. Oh. Huh. I guess seller was like put in a little sleeve. I mean, hey, I appreciate it. Protect the disc a little more. Complete Pandemic, man. Gone too soon. Great developer. Of course, we have the recent remaster, which I didn't get because I was like, I want to get the original. And they just announced they're going to remaster the second one too, so better get that one. And then, hey, maybe one day I'll eventually get the remasters. I mean, look at Alan Wake, you know. Check out my video. Shameless plug. But yeah, that got remastered and I own the original. Alright, see, ooh, double package. This one here, if I think I'm right, this should be a Rockstar game. Yeah, Rockstar, that Rockstar, you know. Here, let me see. No, I'm skipping ahead of myself. And Capcom, not the best game, being beat down, Fist of Vengeance. Okay. I guess Protection, complete, as you can see. I always get my games. But yeah, this was, if you remember, this came out with Final Fight Streetwise, and this was basically like Capcom shooting themselves in the foot, releasing 2 3D brawlers at the same time. Of course, like, why would you do that? You're competing with yourself, and neither game sold well. Shocking, I know. But yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it's all about, building a collection. You know, you gotta get some variety. Now, this is a Rockstar game I was talking about. Of course, everyone knows them for GTA, Red Dead Redemption. But we got some of their more unknown gems like State of Emergency. Anyone remember this? 4-player goodness. I mean, you know, typical just mayhem. Complete, as you can see. And again, truly complete. You know, a game's not complete if it doesn't bring its registration card. Where applicable, of course. Not all games bring it. But yeah, I mean, you know, never played it. Heard good things about it, though. So, gonna check it out. You know, of course, since Rockstar would rather... Did you guys see that they're re-releasing the GTA trilogy? You know, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, but it's like, man, when is 6 coming out? Anyways, moving along. Oh, yeah, remember I said Zycat, but yeah, so this game, 4-player dungeon crawler, similar to like Gauntlet, which I own. Again, if you remember, weirdly enough, the spine is like ripped on my copy, but I got it for $2. Now this game is kind of like considered bad, and that being Blackstone, Magic, and Steel. As you can see, it's an exclusive, very anime cover. Again, Zycat, they're, you know, kind of known for that. And yeah, it's a dungeon crawler. I mean, from what I've seen, the perception is kind of mixed. A lot of people say it's bad because it's kind of clunky, or just some of the systems aren't fully there, like developed, but still. On the other hand, I hear that it's pretty fun, of course, with, you know, 4 players, with friends. It can be a blast, and yeah. I mean, I'm a fan for dungeon crawlers. I mean, I love Gauntlet, that sort of thing, you know, so I'll give it a shot. And I got it pretty good. I got it under $30, which right now, well, when I bought it, it was going for like 40 plus, so not mad. I think it was like 28 shipped. Now we're getting to the good stuff, of course. I always save the best for last. Or, who knows, maybe somebody will be like, yo, Beatdown's the best game. But, of course, it's fitting that these games, being in the time of year that we're at, you know, October, spooky season, these 2 last games, of course, fit that theme, so they gotta be horror, right? And this one, man, so this game... just like Stubbs and, you know, previous games of that caliber, this is a hard one to get, more obscure game, pricier too. Like, I remember, man, a couple months ago, disc only, this was going for like $100. But of course, prices fluctuate, you know, they go up and down. Damn, they really packed it good. I mean, hey, I appreciate it though. I paid $60 for this. And yeah, glad to have it complete. And here, let's open it up. And that, of course, being Curse, the Eye of Isis. Complete. And again, truly complete. Damn, look at that. Clean. No bends. Yeah, got it for $60. Survival horror. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like your Resident Evil, that sort of thing. Glad to have it. Again, this game was going crazy. Like, at this one game store I go to, they were charging like, I think it was like 85, like just disc manual, and it was like, bruh, it was like, hell no, you know, like, not even a black case, like, y'all can't give me a DVD case. But yeah, you know, always patience wins. $60, got it complete, better condition than what they were selling for. And finally, the big one, arguably one of the Xbox's grails, if you will. Here, gotta cut off camera because, you know, gotta build the suspense. What can it be? Horror games. And again, Sony always fumbling the bag. The Xbox version is the definitive version. You know, this is the director's cut. Complete, you know, more content, another ending. One of the greatest horror games of all time. Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, the director's cut. Complete. Man, just look at that. Boom. Okay, I was scared for a second. Because when I bought it, I was like, yeah, it's complete. And sure enough, there it is. Registration card. Man, look at that. I will admit, I did pay up the butt for this. I think it was like $90, but sheesh. Look at that manual. Like, clean. Clean, clean. Disc here. I know I haven't taken any disc out. Whew. Yeah, a little brown, but, you know, it's expected, right? Obviously, as, you know, retro gaming goes on, games get older, you know, everything fades and stuff. But yeah, Fatal Frame 2. Pretty good stuff, huh? But of course, as always, we're going to get to the end recap. And as you can see, this was all OG Xbox glory. And yeah, let's get to it. So what do you think? Pretty crazy, right? I mean, just look at that. Boom, you know? Here, let me see. Look at that. Just crazy. Again, I'm an Xbox collector at heart, but gotta admit, the OG is where it's at. It's got, you know, I think arguably the better library. I mean, hey, the 360 is a monster. Because overall, OG only had like 996 games. You know, just shy of 1,000 worldwide. So that includes like region exclusives, you know, like Japan only, PAL territory, you get the idea. Whereas 360 is like over 2,000, it's at like 2,100. Pretty insane. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll have a full Xbox run. Yeah, I doubt it. Especially getting to Xbox One and like, of course, with Series, you know, gaming just gets bigger and bigger. So yeah, I doubt it. But if I ever do try to do a complete anything, probably will be the OG. You know, get a complete run, and that'd be a dope video, don't you think? Showing off nearly 1,000 games. But yeah, 20 in total. Of course, we looked at them all, so I'll do this a little quicker and go one by one. iNinja, the only non-complete game. Painkiller Hell Wars, underrated first-person shooter. Again, I'm a sucker for things that involve like heaven, hell, you know, Doom, Spawn. You know, I was like, I'm in, you know, I'll take your entire stock. Fatal Frame 2, the director's cut. Very excited to have this. Definitely going to check it out, especially being spooky season. And again, it's crazy. I mean, it's complete. Everything. The manual looks immaculate. Curse, the Eye of Isis. Again, another horror game. Got it at a great price considering it's complete, truly, with the registration card and everything. Because that's one thing you got to be on the lookout for is like, so my logic is just, if you're spending the big bucks, you know, for the more desirable titles, it's like all or nothing. So I better be getting like everything. Or, you know, as much as you can, right? I mean, hey, the cards always get thrown away or lost. But, you know, if you're spending that kind of bread, it's like, go big or go home. Black Stone, Magic and Steel, you know, gonna check it out, judge for myself if that game is butt or no whatnot. State of Emergency, Rockstar, man, it's pretty sad to see their catalog from back then and then now where it's just GTA 5 released like every, like, I don't know, every other week. Beatdown, Fist of Vengeance, Capcom, Destroy All Humans. Excited to check it out. But, you know, the remaster came out and, hey, got the original. Burnout 2, Director's Cut, or Developer's Cut. Again, excited to have it, being that my copy was broken, so I'm glad to have a functioning one. Aquaman. Another, again, as I said before, when shopping original Xbox, be mindful of the cases. Clear is 360. You know, Solid is original. Of course, I have replacements, so I bought it knowing this. But, you know, just be mindful, especially if you're paying up for, like, a more valuable game. It's like, you know, you better be getting what you're paying for. Dead Man's Tale, another first-person shooter. It's crazy. I was looking, apparently, for the OG, there was over, like, out of the almost 1,000 games, I believe, like, a tenth, like, almost 100, almost like 150 of them are first-person shooters. Pretty crazy. Wrath Unleashed, you know, some type of, like, multiplayer card game. Breakdown, happy to have a physical. Dr. Muto, you know, platformers, can't go wrong. Guilty Gear X2. Reload, again, excited to check out the series. Heard that's one of the better ones in it, so, hey, cool to check out. Jaeger, underrated, you know, like air combat. Metal Dungeon, don't know too much about this one, but hey, you know, Zycat, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. Galleon, you know, the failed Tomb Raider successor, but I heard it's actually a great game. Batman Rise of Shinzu, hope I'm pronouncing that right. And finally, a classic, Rareware, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, underrated. Admittedly, ever since Xbox bought them, they're not the same as, you know, when they were, how they were like on the Nintendo 64. But you know, they still made some good stuff after. But yeah, guys, 20 games in total. Be sure to let me know what was your favorite, you know, and what should I check out first. But as always, if you stuck around this long, thank you. Shout outs to you. Very much appreciated. You know, love the support. And yeah, I mean, hey, maybe give me some recommendations. What should I get, you know? Be sure to check out my other videos to see what I already have. And eventually, I promise, I'll do collection videos so, you know, we can see it in all its glory. But that's going to do it for me, guys. This is no so longer video. As always, I've been your host, Oxy. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And take care, everybody.